Hey everybody, welcome back to the Income Stacker, where we talk about passive income strategies. Today we're going to talk about why you should not sell your home outright, but should sell it on owner financing. What are the benefits? So I'm going to talk about the 9 top reasons why you should sell your house with owner financing. So, number 1, you can sell your home faster since many people in the U.S. have poor credit. There's a lot bigger pool of potential buyers since you're basically dealing with people not only with good credit, but also people with poor credit, and there's a lot more of them. You know, nearly 1 in 5 consumers have no credit history at all or credit score. That's 20%, pretty scary. And then 51% of credit users have what we call subprime credit scores. So there's a lot of people out there that want homes that can't get the financing, and you can sell the home to them at basically a higher price, usually a little bit higher interest rates, and get a good cash flow. And we'll talk about all those things in a second. So number 2, you reduce the tax burden, right? Your tax burden. So when you sell a house, let's say you have a $100,000 house, you sell it outright, you have to pay taxes on the entire $100,000. If it was an investment type property, of course, your own personal property, that's a different story. But in an installment sale, which this is considered when you sell a house on seller financing, it's an installment sale, and you pay taxes only on the interest income for that year or money you receive from the down payment or whatever. So again, it spreads it out over time, and a lot of people like that. Number 3, it's a steady income stream which lasts for years, right? So if you have let's say you give someone a 15-year mortgage or a 10-year mortgage even, that's 10 years of payments. That's 120 payments. So it lasts for a long time, and it's a nice way to supplement your income. Number 4, yields are higher than putting money to work at a bank or money market or CDs, which I call certificate of disappointment, or bonds, right? So all those things pay usually, bonds is probably the highest at 3%, and then it goes all the way down to, 0.05%. So it's pretty pathetic what you can get in today's market. So you might also keep the home and sell it on owner financing and get a good interest rate when you sell it, much higher than you'd get anywhere else. Number 5, you command a higher price since people with less than perfect credit cannot get traditional financing. So you're not going to sell the house at a crazy price or anything, but you're going to sell it at a premium price, basically full price, if not a little bit more than full price. So they really can't argue with you. They need the house. They can't find another house since they need to get traditional financing, and they can't. So you can definitely get typically higher prices than in the traditional sales mode. So number 6 is you have less liability versus renting a home. So, for example, if you took the home and you rented it out, you have liability from the tenant suing you. But you don't have any liability as a bank, so to speak, right? You're acting as a bank when you sell the house on owner financing. And, as a homeowner, have you ever sued your bank? No. Typically it doesn't happen, right? It's very rare. So again, that's another great reason. Number 7, buyer maintains and improves the property. Typically the buyer maintains the property as well because they want to be a homeowner. And most of the time, they actually improve the property. They do things to the property to make it nicer. And that's a great way to make sure that if you do get the house back, you get it back in good condition. Number 8, buyers have the owner's mentality, right? A homeowner's mentality, not a rental mentality. So when you sell a house on seller financing, they're buying it because they want to have a home. They want to work in the yard. They want to paint the inside of the house the colors that they like. They're not a renter just, not worrying about it. They're going to fix all the things in the house if something breaks. So, and they're going to be paying the taxes. And they're going to be paying the insurance. So you don't have to worry about any of that, unlike a rental property. And number 9, better liquidity. What do I mean by that? So let's say you had a home you wanted to sell versus a home you sold on owner financing, and then you want to sell the note. You can sell a note much faster than you can sell the property, typically. Not always, but typically you can sell a note pretty fast. If you structure the note properly, let me make sure that that's clear. So if you structure the note properly and you know what you're doing, you can sell the note pretty fast. You can also sell a partial note, and you can see the prior videos. Look up our partial note video where you can sell the partial note very quickly and get fast cash. So let's say, you know, you wanted to pull out $20,000 for something in particular. So you're going to buy a car, or you want to send your kids to college or something. You can sell a partial note and get that 20 grand right away. It's much more liquid than a typical house sale. So those are some of the reasons. Those are the top 9 reasons why selling a house on owner financing is much better than selling it outright. Now, in some cases, people need to sell it outright, but this is something you might want to think about. As usual, check us out at incomestacker.com and make sure you sign up at incomestacker.com to get future videos and insights. Also, join us and subscribe to our YouTube channel shown there. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. And we'll see you on the next video.